Okay, continuing, I went ahead and wrote the next one in. So if you need to pause it to write it down, it says, Mom gets home. Tanya helps her unpack the grocery. Mom tries to guess what Tanya is so excited about. Okay, so since you're done with page 28, you can go ahead and answer your questions. We are going to look at our word power. It says, when we come to a word that we can't read, we can break it into smaller chunks. Read the small chunks and then read the whole word. So what's different about this boat than the other boats that we've seen? Well, it's missing its sails. The boat doesn't have sails because it doesn't have a base word and an ending. When words are too long to blend and don't have base words and endings, Captain Reedmore uses paddles to chunk the words into smaller parts or syllables. It helps to read the smaller parts first and then the whole word. There are many ways to chunk a word, but there are some patterns that appear in a lot of words. So let's look at one of these words. So let's see. Let me stop sharing so you can see it. Okay, so I have the word invite here. If I was going to chunk this word into syllables, how might I do that? Okay, so I would say in and invite, just like that. Oops, I hope you can see that. Okay, so that's separating in and invite. Notice that this word has the long vowel sound and that magic E. If I was to read this word and pronounce the E, it wouldn't make any sense. It'd be in viti, and that doesn't make any sense. Or invit, that's not a word. So the E makes the vowel say its name, or it says that long I sound. Let's try another one. Okay, now I have the word compare. So I would separate it like this, compare. It's another one that has that magic E at the end that makes that A say its own name. So compare, we separated it into syllables and we chunked our word. Okay, let's look at a couple more words. So I have the word suppose. If I was going to draw a paddle between my words to chunk them into their parts or smaller chunks so it's easier to read, I would say suppose. So I'm breaking it into its syllables. How about define? I might say define. And then I have the word elevate. I might say elevate. What about parade? Parade. So all we're doing is we are separating them into their syllables. That makes them easier to read. So we've been working on predicting and chunking in this lesson. So make sure you read page 28 if you're doing this at home, so that way you're able to answer your questions.